Over there. A dock.
An underground landing. Interesting. Powder. I wonder what was landed here all that time ago.
Something illicit, no doubt. Company of 100 Associates. I believe it was a new French trading company, before you or I were born. The cave has been abandoned for a while then.
Aye. It was probably a French smuggler's den. Still impressive.
Watch out! Spectre possession!
Let's get back up! Piss off!
Ceridian's island is a pleasant place, but you'd never know it from here.
Better to keep it that way, eh? For everyone's sake. There's more of them.
I have another in sight.
Away with you!
It's about to shoot. The nightmare has influence here. We should be careful.
No matter the bridge, we can cross it.
The landscape here is more pleasant. There are fields and pastures and better weather.
Can you feel the warmer air?
I don't feel it, not really. But I know it's there. If I focus, I can still see the beauty of the world.
I'd be tempted to think the warmer air means a warmer welcome. I suspect I'll be wrong.
Trust that instinct, young apprentice, for it will serve you well.
Well,
An enraged spectre is lurking nearby. Why not summon it?
Nokuhei!
Still confusing your chants?
I summon you now!
Look to me.
beast have offsprings?
The nightmare doesn't influence it. It's just a scourge.
Bad doggy.
Think you could take on a ghost?
Bastard.
I think it's getting angry.
You're done.
Hogging all the fun. It's on you.
That corpse is gonna shoot.
Die, you bastard! Your funeral!
Red. Suddenly I can't manifest.
That's not good.
Something magic hinders me. I'm still hindered. There must be another ward nearby. I am warded. I cannot. Better. Thank you.
These wards look fairly new. A witch?
Doesn't look like Seeker or Ceridian's work. Let's be careful. This is locked from the other side.
What now?
I can't help you from here.
I'll deal with it quickly.
Make a run for it! Think you could take on a ghost?
You bastard!
I can't, Rory. I can't help you. Destroy those ghost wards, if you want me back.
What in the... There's a ship here.
Incredible. Beautiful, too. Wards, you're on your own. I'm right here, you know. Wards, think you can fend for yourself? See these body parts? Good place to manifest what may linger nearby.
Reveal yourself!
Look to me.
Don't let it crush you. Watch out!
Spirit and flesh, I summon you!
I can help.
There's more of them.
Trouble's about. You'll get it next time. Don't let it crush you.
Not sure how much more I can take. Piss off!
Eyes peeled. Heads up! Careful!
hogging all the fun.
Oh, fishing boat, eh?
'Cause that's more plausible than a galleon.
Adventure. Sounds fun.
You're such a little boy sometimes.
Something's concealed.
creeping ivy up ahead.
Whatever grip it is the nightmare has here, you'd never know by looking. Picking up something spectral nearby. The bridge is up. Wonder why.
To keep folk in, or to keep something out?
Is it just me or?
I felt it too. There might be a way to open this door from the other side.
The village is full of ghost wards. They're afraid of something.
Leave them up. Cause no trouble.
Oh there! Anyone home? Where did they go?
The well, recently sealed. Below, it feels off.
Smells off too. Perhaps there's a key.
faith of all good Christian souls of New Eden be fenced with iron and God's own light. I, Fairfax Haskell, though it bring demons down in great wrath upon my soul, do pray that our trust in him be as Goliath. Friends, find fortitude in our success. Exiled from our homes by the devil's machinations, we congregate before the Lord in this new meeting house. We gather, we worship, we overcome. And we shall be well protected by the holy ward my son now makes under my instruction. For I have spent hours countless in your service, poring through books and papers, devouring the oeuvre of my peers, that our meeting house be safe.
Fairfax Haskell, for whom the word pompous was invented.
Half-built? Yes. Open to the four winds? Yes. But already it is resplendent with our faith. A shining reminder of our renewed belief in better days. McCraith, Mr. McCraith. I thought you. What happy portent, what most excellent news. What blessings. I applaud your valorous deeds. O fate, I say, dead sir, I thought you dead.
Maybe I am.
Do not make light of such matters, my friend, for the devil's wrath is wide awake, and his claw scratches at our door, metaphorically speaking.
I'm alive. I promise.
My friends, I shall deliver this sermon another time. The battle with the devil's legions is ongoing, and Mr. McCraith and I have much to discuss. Thank you, Lammy. Behold this miracle of ours, Mr. McCraith. Exiled we, yet in our darkest hour we find the moral vigour to build this humble monument to resilience. But you and I must speak of darker matters. For we, erudite men of higher learning, know that evil yet walks. There is much work to be done.
Indeed there is.
Yes, yes. Forgive the inelegance of my welcome. You are alone. Do I surmise that Miss Duarte is no more?
I'd rather not talk about it.
Blessed is the man in whose spirit there is no guile. When I kept silence, my bones waxed old through my roaring all the day long. I'm so sorry for your loss. Grief is a journey, long and painful, but you do not walk the road alone, I promise you.
And there comes a time when you must let go and walk on alone.
In time, God healed my wounds. May you too find peace. Now, I regret that even at this most burdensome time for you, I must move with haste to business and beg once more for your help.
What's going on? It must be serious if you're asking for my help.
Since your defeat at the meeting house, the devil, heartened and emboldened, goes from strength to strength. He insinuates himself among my people, reveling in the suffering of the disease he unleashes upon us. It pits one against the other. Suspicion tears this community apart once again. All this to weaken my people and lead them away from the light of God.
In times of disease, you need doctors, and I'm no doctor.
We'll not treat the symptoms, we'll tear out the root. An agent of the devil walks among us. A witch! You must find her. Or him, as it may be. You and I share great expertise. But I'm a man of position, while you, sir, are much more familiar with field work. Go, meet my people. Walk amongst them. Learn which of them secretly serves the demon, that we may expunge this evil malady from our body politic.
What makes you think there's a witch at work here?
Aye, sir, I'm a man of God and intellect. I can read the signs. When a so-called mystery disease afflicts half of my people overnight, there can be only one culprit. 'Tis the devil's doing, sir. Probably through one of his servants. For you see, I understood immediately that the water in the well had been tainted. There are no strangers here. You could self-accept it. No one has fled. The guilty woman, or man, I suppose, remains within the village. As evil walks, the evil are emboldened, but this witch shall see her downfall. Or his, of course. As did the last one. As will the next. Some years ago, you may have heard tell of this, I made my name on the execution of a terrible witch. It pains me that I must do it once more.
This illness, tell me of it.
Upon my arrival here in the Harrows, I immediately set about protecting the place with consecrated tokens. Safeguarded from the curse, we all felt safer, for a time. Then some devil poisoned the well, our only source of water. Someone on the inside, mind.
Spoiled water proves nothing.
A wise point and well made, Banisher, if not for the fact that we have been, for months on end, under the obvious influence of a terrible curse. One way or another, the devil has found an agent among us, and who knows what nefarious ill-doing old Black Spy plans next.
I noted your ghost wards with some interest.
Ghost wards, an interesting name. I call them sanctifiers, a name more palatable to my flock.
This requires a great deal of occult knowledge. Where did you learn your craft?
Etienne Roulet, one of the greatest demonologists of our time, is a good friend of mine. I improved upon his work.
Why did you not use them in New Eden when the curse began?
It was more complicated to convince the whole congregation of the necessity to use magic. Here, people have more trust in my unmovable probity.
A man in your position must know what goes on in his own community.
Why, of course, I know all that there is to know. Or near enough. Ask your questions, sir. Ask away.
How goes the colony?
Sir, the body politic bears a heavy weight. Not content with weakening their flesh, the devil's evil attacks the people's hearts and minds. Until you expose the culprit, the harmony of this divinely beautiful commonwealth shall remain marred by suspicion and mistrust. Long story shortened, people are not getting along.
How did you, a man of position and faith, become a demonologist?
Ah, yes. If you'll indulge me for a moment, I shall explain, in the briefest manner possible. Though blessed with intellect and no little faith, I also had privilege. I had the means for an education, time and place with which to study. For a time, my father was a pupil of Henry Boggart, the great demonologist. He had the books, I had the aptitude. When he passed, I donned his mantle. My father taught me about duty. I have gifts, faith, intellect, position, I must protect them. I must use them to protect my people. This is my duty. This is my burden.
Your son, how would you describe him?
Lamentation? How would I describe him? Well, he's curious. Inquisitive, I mean, as opposed to peculiar. Although he has his moments there, too. I tried to teach him demonology, to make him the third generation of witch hunters. But he revealed no disposition. Occult knowledge could only obfuscate his good nature. At heart, he is a naive boy who reads a lot and doesn't say much.
I am no witch hunter. My business is with the lingering dead.
For a fee, yes, I know. But you can't deny evil practitioners exist. A few years ago, I had to cleanse this community from such a threat.
Why would she curse your colony?
Why would anyone choose to separate from God's flock? I'm afraid some just want to see the world burn, Mr. McCraith. By the grace and charity of the good Lord, she was exposed. It was my honor to serve him in sending her to hell where she belonged. Her mask was a good one, as if butter would not melt upon her tongue. But you cannot fool a man of faith and intellect. No, sir, you cannot.
You'll not mind me saying it, but for a Puritan paradise, you seem to get more than your fair share of witches.
God has not forsaken us, but someone here does the devil's work. Find me a witch, Mr. McCraith. Return this place to the Lord.
I'm a working man, Governor, but the Lord does seem happy to pay, so I'll do what I can. I'll take my leave of you, Governor.
Of course. Outside, you must take the stairs. While you're with us, the first house on the left shall be your home.
Another witch hunt.
Another false accusation, you mean? Another blight on the lives of women?
I'm glad you're here too.
Ghost Ward. I think you can safely knock it over. Much better.
Tis our honour you're here, sir.
You're the Governor's son, right?
Yes, sir. Lamentation Haskell. Friends call me Lammy. Or they would if I had any. Please, call me Lammy. I have so many questions, sir. So many questions. But I suspect this is not the time.
No, not the time. But perhaps you may help me anyway.
Me? Why, if I can help, I'd be honoured.
So tell me, Lammy, what do you do?
What?
How do you spend your days?
I assist my father, especially with the ghost wards. That keeps me very busy. When I can, I continue my research into the mysteries of life. Wildlife, mostly. If I can find any. Those that aren't dead have left New Eden. Who can blame them?
Must be hard, being the governor's son and all.
Is it? I don't know. I've never been anyone else's son.
Hard to grow up in his shadow, I would have thought.
Only if you like the attention, not me. I just want to read books and learn stuff. People leave me alone mostly. I like that. Mostly.
Your father spoke of the pestilence.
He did? Then, sir, you know as much as I do.
If you have an opinion of your own, I'd be glad to hear it.
Since you ask it, I believe a thing most vile assails us. An evil of origin unknown and perhaps unknowable.
So the pestilence is part of the curse?
Yes. Of course, the curse. Of course it's the curse. What else could it be?
Those ghost wards are quite unique.
They are, aren't they? Conceived by Etienne Roulet, but made by my father. Do you use them as well in your line of work?
Not really. I mostly talk to ghosts. I don't repel them.
Of course. Still, each tool has its purpose, and these troubled times we need all the tools we can get. Magic is glorious when wielded by the righteous.
You seem to know a lot about it.
Oh, if only, sir, if only. I'm still learning. Many of the subtleties and nuances escape me yet.
Your father believes there is a Harrow's witch. Have you noticed anyone acting strange?
I'd answer, sir, I surely would, only things being as they are, everyone is acting strange. The curse brought illness, illness brought division, division has led to strife. We could do with some healing, sir, we could. We need you to bring us peace.
Good day to you, Lammy.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you, madam.
Richard? That you?
Afraid not, ma'am. Red McCraith, I'm a banisher.
Is that a breed of doctor I've not heard of? I need no bandages.
Not exactly, no.
What brings you here, Doctor?
I'm a banisher, not a doctor. I'm here to help.
Kind of you, but I need no help.
Well, then I'll not insist. May I ask your name?
You, young man, have a tongue as refined as your appearance is rough. I'm Hepzibah Perkins. Goody Perkins to you.
What's new round and about? Do you know?
I'm not the crier. I've neither the voice nor the memory for it.
What can you tell me of Governor Haskell? What's your view of him?
Oh, he's such a clever man. Listens keenly. He is vain, though. These men are often very, very lonely, you know.
Do you know Lamentation? Lammy Haskell, the governor's son. What think you of him?
Oh, he's a good boy. Like his father in that respect.
How are things in the Harrows?
Folk are upset. The governor says there's a witch. That would explain all the death and disease. And what have you. I only leave the house to attend service. For God has granted me wisdom and mercy.
May seem a strange question, but have you noticed anyone acting strange?
Strange, you say? Who of late has not been acting strange? Well, there's always the alewife. I can't remember her name. She's furtive. She wanders.
I'll bid you good day, Goody Perkins.
May God grant you grace, Mr. McWraith.
The governor's speech was so
Good day to you both.
And a good day to you too, sir. And wasn't that quite the entrance you made? You'll be the talk of the town.
So, what brings you to our wee corner of the world?
The governor bade me make the rounds. He suspects evil doing.
If it's evil doing you're after, you may turn around and hurry back to New Eden town. Now, if you'd excuse us, my sister's not feeling well and we must hurry home.
Dear Yves, I didn't catch your names.
God be with you and your terrible pronunciation. Mary Claire O'Hara. This is my sister, Elizabeth.
I'm no healer, but I'll help if I can. Do you have plants as need gathering? Something to ease the pain?
All the meadow sweet and vervain in the world will not help this fever, I fear.
We need no help from the godless. Thank you very much.
Our faith guides and protects us.
From where comes the fever?
A bad cut that's spoiled. 'Tis not your concern.
She's dangerously sick. Either she doesn't know it, or she knows it and is hiding it.
It's pleasant to meet another Gale. Where in Ireland are you from exactly?
We left Clarenbridge for Boston many years ago.
How's life with the English?
We're all the same saints under God, sir. And we too are New Englanders now. After 7 years in service, we've earned our place here.
What do you do around here?
We raise livestock, or at least we used to.
We lost it all to the witch's curse. And the curse still stands, does it not? Banisher.
What happened to the farm?
Sickness took Elizabeth's sheep, and I can weave nothing without wool. And now you really must be going. We'll take up no more of your time. I insist.
I'll let you rest, so. Slan live. Goodbye to you.
Would you pray with us, Mr. McCrate?
Elizabeth.
God hath numbered my kingdom. Whatever my sister may believe, I've not long now. Please, pray with us.
I surely will, if you wish it.
Pray for healing, Mr. McCraith.
No, pray for peace.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul.
He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me.
May the road rise to you, Elizabeth O'Hara.
Worry not about me. I'll be in heaven long before the devil knows I'm dead.
Elizabeth O'Hara, don't tempt him. God be with you, Red McCrae, and a good day now.
How are you, Mr. Bachelor?
I do not need the services of a heretic today. And nor do the people of New Eden.
He seems pleasant.
What does a teacher do with no kids to teach?
Teaching, sir, takes preparation. At some point in the future, the roads will open and the children will return, and I, sir, shall be prepared.
Why didn't you leave with the kids?
For some time I wished I had. Watching the children walk away near broke my heart. For many weeks I was lost. But the Lord had other plans for me. I know it now.
And they are?
You shall see for yourself soon enough that you may bear witness.
What news around and about?
I'll make no report to a troublemaker like you.
Seen anything strange of late?
Do you speak of the disease eating at the fabric of our fair community? We've sealed the well, closed homes and houses, and said our prayers. It has not worked.
Apart from that, have you noticed anyone behaving strangely? I have to ask.
I have seen the alewife, Mistress Barrow, lurking by the well, hands in her pockets clutching at her herbals. And as I think of it, before his house burned down with his wife and brother in it, Caleb Watson and the alewife had a sharp exchange of words. 'Twere as if she'd cursed him. If there is a Harrow's witch, I'd start looking there.
I'll steer you away from the idea that the alewife is a witch, but I'll look into it all the same. I must take my leave of you, sir.
God keep you, for I shall not.
Enough people are suspicious of Lucy Barrow that I am too.
Let's see if the rumours are true.
Our daily bread. Our bread. Not our ale. Our bread. Do you want us to starve? I should have the yeast. You know it, Mistress Barrow. You know it full well.
If you want yeast, then grow your own. Just stick some in a jar and grow it, and you'll have it forever. Now there is none, and it's my fault.
Food is a staple, and drink is a luxury. Give me the yeast.
How many different ways do you need to hear it? Of yeast, there is no more. There is yeast, no more. Yeast? No, no more. There's no more shitting yeast.
You're lying.
You're pricking now, Mr. Cottle, and I am vexed. Go home. Go back to your work. Go to hell for all I care. Just go away. Good day, sir.
Good day, madam.
Mistress. Lucy Barrow, the alewife.
Red McCraith, the Banisher. Alewife, is it? I'd never have guessed from looking at you.
And what does an alewife look like, Mr. Banisher?
She's got you there.
Tell me about yourself. About your work.
What are you, the census taker? I'm Lucy Barrow. I'm earnest, proud, clever. I'm a widow of 41. My husband and I ran a tavern in England. I was the brains, he was... well, he was there. And if you call me Widow Barrow, I'll fetch my shears and dock your chestnuts.
What brought you to New Eden?
Freedom. Prosperity. The chance to watch good Puritan men drink till they are sick, even as they fill my purse. And chestnuts. I came for chestnuts.
Now, I happen to know that the alewife hears stories others don't. So, what's new?
Want a story, do you? All right. Recently, I saw Phoebe Walcott walking strangely. She was hiding something under her coat. I don't know what it was, but she went into her barn, and when she came out, she no longer had it. I've seen her repeat the deed on several occasions. Not that I'm counting, nor that I care.
How's life in the Harrows? As sweet as you would wish?
When is life as sweet as one could wish?
Well, that depends on how you define sweetness.
Sweeter ale sells better, but the sweetness makes it weaker.
Tell me about the governor. Not a big ale drinker, I imagine.
Sadly, no. Perhaps if he had been, he might not have been such an arseworm. He's a man, afraid of me, an educated woman. He pries, comes calling to check the contents of my pot. He's afraid, a scared little man. I am a woman of brains and means, but despite that, nay, because of it, I fear the witch hunt.
What can you tell me about Lamentation Haskell?
I hardly know him. He doesn't talk much. I suspect he's smart, but it's hard to tell. He's a little boy. Adorable, of course, but hardly interesting.
Can I ask, have you noticed anything strange lately? If you have, be sure to tell me.
I'll be sure to tell you if I see anything normal. Strange is the flavour of the hour, the week, the month and the year. Yet folks still gossip. They're suspicious, aggressive, impatient. Perhaps they hanker for normality. I suppose it figures.
Well, if you hear anything that strikes you as unusual, do let me know. Can I ask you something?
You may.
It is delicate. You're the subject of certain rumours. Did you know this?
What are you talking about?
They say you wander the woods, alone.
Right. Is that all?
They say you burned someone's house down. Revenge, they say.
They say that, do they? They talk, Mr. McCraith, while I work. They'll drink my ale, let 'em talk. And don't you believe everything you hear.
Would you be interested in a trade at all?
What do you need?
I'll take my leave of you for now.
Have a good day, sir.
I doubt she's who we're looking for. There was another name. Caleb Watson.
Good day to you, sir.
Likewise. Red McCraith. You?
Perry Cottle, I'm the baker. What are you doing out here in the rustics?
I'm a banisher. I'm looking for ghosts.
Find no ghosts here, sir, nor demons. The governor, in his piety, sees to that.
I envy your faith, Mr. Cottle.
How's that working out so far?
A man can do any number of things with his life. What drew you to baking?
Oh, any of a dozen reasons. I'll not bore you with all 13. That's also how old I was when my parents died. I needed work. The baker needed a boy. He was a hard man. His wife was a pure-hearted woman. Taught me well. 'Tis hard work, but I love it. I love it dear.
What brought you to New Eden? Were they short a baker?
Elsewhere, folks backslide. Here, we know the value of our daily bread, of God's own bounty. Here, the baker is near in position to a minister.
What's the word around here?
Ah, it's gossip you want. So be it. Recently, as I made my way to the mill, I saw Ishmael Law sneak into Phoebe Walcott's barn, his arms laden. Now, I don't know what he carried, but since then, he has seemed skittish.
How's life in the Harrows? Does it taste sweet now? Or does it taste bitter yet?
Life in the Harrows, sir, tastes like hard work. And so it bloody should.
What can you tell me about the governor?
Pious man of great eloquence. He likes a sour loaf, fresh from the oven, so warm the butter melts right through. I trust him completely. He's devoted, he serves his congregation, diligent and mindful, just like me.
What can you tell me about Lamentation Haskell?
He seems a good boy. Peculiar. Not the brightest. He's not like his father. Oh, no, not at all.
Have you noticed anything strange lately? Changes in demeanour, odd comings and goings?
Lucy Barrow goes picking plants. All furtive like. I've seen her. I've watched her. She puts them in her strange concoctions. Won't tell me what's in there. Maybe she'd spill it to you.
Thank you. I'll look into it. I should go.
And I must work.
Ah, the famed and famous Banisher, the one and only Red McWraith.
Have we met?
I was at the meeting house. You've got guts. I like that.
Thank you very much.
Politeness gives me the shits. I'm Phoebe Walcott. I buy and sell. Now then, what's your pleasure?
Have you been trading in New Eden long?
Forever and a day, your Highlander Highness. I belong to this land, body and soul, and can no longer tell where I end and it begins.
Really?
Huh? Of course not. Don't be so gullible. Life makes more sense to the cynic. Sense of humour won't go amiss, neither. Folk here are too grim to notice how charming and funny I am. 8 years, if you must know. Of the third settlement, I was one of the first to arrive. And look how far we've come since.
What can you tell me about the community here?
Like whom?
I bet you tell me what you know of Governor Haskell.
That kind man. He's been so good to me. He's all vapour and bounce.
Lammy Haskell. Any thoughts about him?
Him? He's so deep in his father's shadow you'd barely know he were there.
And how are you?
I'm doing my best to bring a little joy to the world. What with all the gloom.
And how's that going for you?
Badly.
So, have you noticed any strange behaviour of late?
Apart from my own? Yes. So much so that now I am almost normal. Caleb Watson, for example. Now he, my friend, is really strange.
Is he now?
He used to be such a nice man. Now he's aggressive and he smells like the Christmas cat at Easter.
Where can I find Caleb Watson?
Well now, seeing as he's our cobbler, you'll find him in his workshop.
Till we meet again.
You mind your good self, do you hear?
Caleb Watson. We keep hearing that name.
Let's pay him a visit. Smells even worse here. Holy shite.
It's justice. We'll start anew. Shite on these people. They can't hurt us.
But how could you make him kiss it again?
Oh there. Are you alright, sir?
We're closed. Now. Out with you. Leave. Leave.
I can tell from your sunny demeanour that you won't mind me asking you a couple of questions. I'm Red McCraith. I'm a banisher. I'm searching the area for evidence of witchcraft. And you, I can tell, are itching to help me.
Show your shiting shapes, goose peddler. No witches here. Only myself, Caleb Watson.
Tell me a tale. What have you heard round about lately that might be of interest?
Gossip's for shite bags. Not being a shite bag, I don't gossip.
The governor bade me make the rounds. Is anyone acting strange?
Why would he ask you that?
Everyone keeps secrets, and I have a talent for uncovering them.
I ain't got no secrets. I ain't done no wrong. Search me house if you don't believe me. See for yourself. And when you're done, if you're any kind of man, you'll come back here, doff your cap, apologise.
Then shite off and never come back.
If you're looking for someone acting strangely, I think you've found your man.
I'll be leaving you alone for now.
A man content with his own company is never alone. You hear that? Good one, right?
This is wrong. It's wrong, I tell you.
Fascinating. Does each citizen have their own?
What do you think?
2 of them are missing. Alexander and Ruth Watson. Family?
Fear not. You'll bugger off soon. They both will. Fear not. You'll bugger off soon. They both will.
Being courted by 2 brothers at once rarely ends well.
Personal experience.
Don't go there.
This is wrong. It's wrong.
Shite off.
I'll be leaving you alone for now.
Good news. It's ours anyway. Should have been ours since the beginning. You know it's true.
Hugh Batchelor said Lucy Barrow cursed the house and it burned down.
A house burnt down, and I suspect the rest is nonsense.
What's this? It's not metal, not wood. Bone. It's bone. Lovely.
Ruth and Alexander Watson, the cobbler's wife and brother.
He's surely haunted, but where's the ghost?
I think we need to talk to Caleb Watson.
Feels terrible, doesn't it? You done enough sniffing? Tired of the smell of your own arse?
You said you had no secrets. That was a lie, am I right? Everyone has secrets.
I can smell your secrets from here, mate. A pox on you. And a pox on your questions, too.
You'll not take him head on. You must take your time. Outflank him.
There's burned debris out back. I found bone in it. Where does it come from?
You must have little business if you spend your time sifting through my rubbish. It came from the house. Probably.
I read your letter to Ruth. It's clear you loved her. Were you telling the truth about Alexander's infidelity?
My name is Caleb Watson. And before God and all present, I swear that the letter I wrote to Ruth was a load of shite. Lusting for his beloved Ruth, I set out to ruin Alexander's name, 'cause I'm a greedy little prick.
You're frank. You don't sound like you regret it, though.
No, the past's the past. Dead and buried. My brother is but a lingering memory.
It was terrible what happened to your wife and brother. Might help if you'd mentioned it. You must be grieving. Do you mind if I ask where they're buried?
Shite on me shite-bag brother, and shite on you too. They're both deep in the dirt up at God's Acre, and I'll speak no more of it.
What's going on at God's Acre, Caleb?
Shite off with your God's Acre, and good riddance to both. God's Acre concerns you not.
You need to tell me what happened here. Stop hiding.
Nothing happened. Buried all. Quiet, you. And you can shite off, taking your nothing happened with you.
Whatever happened, it happened at God's Acre.
Thoughts on Caleb?
You first, young man.
Talking to Caleb felt like talking to a group. I'm thinking possession.
Possession is plausible, but the clues are confusing. We jump to no conclusions. Instead, we gather proof.
God's Acre?
God's Acre. Too heavy to lower from your side. Here we are. Let us find the graves of Alexander and Ruth, and whatever got Caleb acting so strange.
Never mind. I'll do this myself. Die, you bastard!
You're within gun range, Red.
Is that the sound of a corpse cocking its gun?
You're within gun range, Red.
Have some of this!
I can help. This isn't over yet. Don't just stand there. Move!
Someone's been doing some undertaking.
In New Eden, there's much to be done.
Grave robbers.
Yes, but what exactly were they stealing? Ruth Watson. There's another grave beneath it. Standing by.
If undertakers did this, they should find other work.
I doubt there's a job on Earth that suits whatever did this. Decoys to distract wayward spectres. Rudimentary. Someone's had a little training. Here did lie Alexander Watson.
Did Caleb take their bodies?
Someone did. And he's at the top of my list.
Well, they made quite the mess. Perhaps the decoys may show us the way.
Follow the path. Don't get too close.
I'll try.
This way, more of them. That's what I was talking about when I said don't get too close.
Have a bit of this.
Demonology. I should have known.
What in God's green hell is this?
Fight now, talk later.
Watch it. That harvester switched form.
Physical to spectral. They do that.
You bastard!
Where do you think you're going? Now the fight's getting interesting.
There's more of them.
Look to me, a vicious scourge that despises the living. In these lands, what a surprise indeed. Shrines now, with bones.
It's like Lady Blackwood's boudoir around here.
Should we take a glimpse at the past?
What is this?
It's a chant.
Oh there, fella. You're nasty, aren't you?
Nasty, yes, but also shoddy. It's very poor work. It looks like a butchered version of the ritual of Lesser Palingenesis.
The ritual of... that ritual? The one that brings someone back? That ritual?
Yes, that ritual.
Through time and distance, I now see.
As flesh unto verb, as verb unto heart, as heart unto flesh. Death's knot is unsevered, and I shall cut it.
Come to me, Ruth. Come to me, my love. Come back to me.
Caleb Watson invoked a ghost without a body for it to inhabit, so it took his. Caleb is no longer Caleb.
Is he still in there too?
He used pieces of his wife and also of his brother.
Ruth, Alexander, Caleb could be any combination of them in there.
Let's go find out which.
I have another in sight.
They brought more friends. Have a bit of this. Is it just me, or?
I felt it too. Remember the wicked will I felt earlier? The same spell is upon this.
We should find that ritual Seeker told us about. I've kept her notes about the hut location. That ritual, I suspect it's beyond me.
It's not, but we agreed you won't need it. Besides, Caleb's work was poor. Your work is good.
A ritual like that. Good is not a word that comes to mind.
Hush now. All is well. Nothing bad will ever come to us again. Shite off.
We've been to God's Acre. Quite a tale it told us. You're not Caleb, are you? Or at least not entirely.
Ah, can't fog you. Alexander Watson. Long tale short, Caleb tried to bring his dead wife back. And I live here now.
So many questions. Where to even start?
He was trying to bring his wife back. How did you end up in the mix?
Caleb made a fine cobbler, a poor brother, a worse husband, and a truly terrible witch. The ritual went to shite, because... of course it did.
Do both of you share Caleb's body?
Share? No. This house of flesh is mine. But because I am a generous man, I allow my brother to live in the cellar. We were twins. I was the rotten half, they said. But who's the rotten half now? There's something else you should know. If you don't know it already. I'm not alone. I completed the ritual. My darling Ruth is in here too.
Caleb was no saint, but this is hellish grim. Does he deserve it?
Aye, he does. And it's not like I killed him. He's alive in here somewhere. Watching me ruin his name. He can hear me now. Destroying his reputation. as I had to hear him destroy mine when he painted me a fornicator.
How nice.
He took our love, Ruth and mine, and killed it. Now our love's reborn, and he can do naught but sit and watch. Caleb was a cad. Shite on him. Let him suffer.
You died trying to save Ruth from a burning house. True.
True.
And where was Caleb while all this was happening?
He was there. He stood rooted in place, frozen in fear. And then it was too late. He could do nothing but watch us burn. Caleb's name was ruined then. We're just putting the boot in.
You used the ritual to bring Ruth's spirit into Caleb's body. Why?
Love moves a soul to strange endeavours. We deserve a better life. I set myself to claiming it.
I understand your anger, more so your desire. But what of Ruth's? Did you consider what she wanted?
Caleb stole a life from me, but he also stole Ruth's voice. She shrank beneath him. Of course she wanted a second chance at life.
I'd like to hear this from Ruth. May I please speak with her?
No! We've carved ourselves out a little happiness at last. I'll not have you break it. Please, leave us alone. Give us this.
We need to speak to her, one way or another. If he won't tell us anything, perhaps the house Ruth died in will.
You're well placed to see what goes on around here. Help me out. Have you seen anything noteworthy?
I've made a point of keeping people away, but I seek things. And I take note.
Lammy Haskell. Any thoughts about him?
The Haskell boy? What about him? He's weird. Talked with Caleb about nonsense. Both of them were full of shite.
What's your take on the governor?
My brother gave him the Glad Hand Act, and the governor lapped it up. Haskell's opinion of himself is far too high. To win his favour, you need only prop him up. He dragged my name through the dirt. Shite on him, and his so-called eloquence. What use is a silver tongue when your heart is yellow?
Tell me about folk here. Who stands out for you? What think you of them?
What think I of they who shunned me? Gulled by my black-mouthed brother? What think I of malicious fools for whom I had to die to be redeemed? I'd say a curse upon them. But 'tis too late. The curse has already come.
How goes the settlement, would you say?
It's going to hell in a shitting handcart. Not that I care, mind. But there's sport in guessing who shall live and who shall die. Hope they find that witch, though. Can't have witches about the place doing the devil's work.
I'll be leaving you alone for now.
Alone? Not really. Hush now. All is well. Nothing
Ruth
bad
and
will ever
Alexander
come to
are
us
having
again.
an affair in her husband's body.
I can't find an angle with that isn't just plain wrong.
Something feels wrong. Something about Ruth. If we find the ghost tie, we can talk to her.
The house that burned down. The roof fell in with them inside.
There's a lot of debris. Something has me. Wards. Destroy those ghost wards if you want me back. Wards. I'm going to need a hand here. The ghost wards feel far away from here. Just one keeps me from manifesting. Fancy knocking it down? I'm back.
At long last.
I could clear the way.
time must be nearby. This work shows real sensitivity. Caleb?
Maybe. Not Alexander. I suspect we've just learnt a little about Ruth. Of course. Ruth's heart binds them like a bushel of rotting corn.
You! What do you have there? Stop right there, you rank ramp! Whatever you found, it ain't yours!
You buried Ruth's heart in the ashes of the house that killed her. I find that odd.
You, a ghost, went digging in the ashes of a dead woman's house. You're ill-positioned to call me odd. Don't think I haven't felt your presence before.
Stow your tongue while I speak with Ruth. Ruth, can you hear me? Can you speak?
Puck off and die! I'm in charge here.
No. Hush ye, Alexander. I'll speak. I'm Ruth. I hear you.
I'm Antea Duarte. We're here to help.
I'm glad. Please, end this nightmare. Help me.
Look, go to hell in a bag of shite. We're fine, and you have not the right, you hear? You've not the right. Her heart! Give it back!
Present yourself, I compel it.
No more does he silence me. We may speak. Help me, please.
Who taught Caleb the resurrection ritual?
To say it was taught would mean he'd learned it. He read it off a page. As a sorcerer, Caleb makes a fine cobbler. The thing about Caleb, he was a good listener. As he worked, clients would bend his ear. The Haskell boy, for one. As Caleb pinned the governor's shoes, young Lammy would talk magic. Nonsense, really. But Caleb was listening.
Wait, Lammy Haskell gave Caleb the resurrection ritual?
After Lammy mentioned the ritual, Caleb became obsessed with it. He begged. Lammy, in his misplaced generosity, gave it. Caleb was intent on dark work. Lammy furnished written instructions.
Caleb's letter changed your life. How did it feel at the time?
It tore me in two. I loved Alexander, but I deserved to marry a man who would be true. Caleb seemed decent. I believed he loved me. I thought I'd married the better brother, but I'd married a liar. A liar and a devil. And yet, not even he deserves this. No one deserves this.
When did you learn that Caleb had lied to you about his brother's infidelity?
Who goes worse shod than the shoemaker's wife? There was no one moment. One day I knew what he'd done, and knew I'd known it for the longest time. Alexander had his flaws, but he loved the whole of me. Now I'm sewn into a festering sack with the quivering remnants of my husband and the angry ghost of his dead brother. Please, let me out.
Ruth, your husband Caleb's botched resurrection ritual brought you back, but allowed his brother Alexander to take you hostage.
Once we deal with the Watson brothers, you shall be free to ascend.
Do what you must. I'll suffer it if it leaves me free to go.
No! We can stay. Please, Ruth, let us stay.
Look at you. You're counterfeit, a sham of a thing. Your so-called life is no life at all. Caleb lied and stole your love. But when the time was right, you lied and stole his body. We're ending this nonsense now.
Alexander, you were wronged, but Ruth owes you naught. Not her life, nor her death.
I'm not my brother. I am the man who runs into the burning house. Ruth owes us nothing. But my love is true, and his is not.
Your love is not measured by what you win. It's measured by what you're willing to let go.
I'm sorry, Ruth. You deserved better. Better than him. Better than me. Send me away, Banisher. Let the devil stoke the flames of hell for me, and we'll see if I burn.
Take your head out your arse, you're not that important. Right, hold still, both of you. Let me pry you all apart. Go in peace.
Are they gone?
Am I speaking with the cobbler, Caleb Watson? That you, Caleb?
I think... yes, that's me. Or it was me, once. For my bastard brother was my hollow keeper.
You're not entirely innocent, though. If you'll permit the unfortunate expression, there was more than one of you in it.
Aye. You were in it too. He ruined my name, ruined my flesh, ruined my wife. You gave him a pat on the cheek of his arse and sent him on his way. I am an imperfect man. My brother was a bastard and sly, and he tricked you onto his side. What does that make you?
I too am an imperfect man. I have mercy and patience in limited supply. Let's not test those limits further, eh? I mean, we've seen some horrors, but that...
This is the work.
You're right. There's nothing I'd rather be doing. That was something.
don't take it to heart. Their choices are not your business.
Our choices are my business. And their consequences too.
Don't waver. We could win a battle, but we can't win the war. Nobody should conquer death, and we don't want to pay the price of trying.
I hear you.
Good. Now, let's see what Lammy Haskell has to say about raising spirits from the dead.
Governor.
May I help you, Mr. McCraith?
I have to admit, this is an unusual case.
Yes, but have you solved it?
I believe so. But the culprit was not responsible for the plague. At least not directly.
Have you found the witch or have you not?
Someone here has been dabbling in some dark magic. I have the name.
So? What are you waiting for?
I have the name. I don't have the full picture. When I do, I'll act.
Come, you have the name. You have the proof. The matter is simple, is it not?
Not exactly. The name is Lamentation Haskell.
No, it can't be. My son is studious. Curious, too curious at times perhaps, but he does not have a bad bone in his heart.
He showed Caleb Watson a ritual. The cobbler used it and became possessed.
Even if true, it would only mean my son was exposed to corruption. It happened before. Bring me proof, Banisher. Find the real source of evil.
I'll get it. Mark me. I must find your son, Governor. Sooner rather than later.
His interests take him hither and thither. If he isn't here, he must be working on the outskirts. He's been sprucing up one of the abandoned houses there. I ordered them emptied when the sickness hit. Yeah, take the gate key. Go there. See for yourself. You're wrong about him. You're wrong about my son. Needless to say that I count, of course, on your discretion.
He was quick to condemn till it was his own son on the block. Who's he really protecting?
We'll bring him the proof he wants. If the boy is guilty, his father may not be able to protect him.
What happened here?
Something's emanating from under there.
No wonder this place is off limits.
Dodge it if you can. Run, Red!
I'd get back up.
Make a run for it!
One of these must be Lammy's hideaway. Enjoying your feast of lesser living fawn, then?
Don't be so loud. The wisps might hear you and come out. Wards, you're on your own.
Lammy, you here? He was studying botany. Why botany? There's a lock. I'm gonna need a key. Araloo. Mean anything to you?
Not a thing.
He mentioned an old mill. Seemed fascinated by the place. The incisions are clean. The precision of an expert.
There's magic here, though faint.
Nothing incriminating. Yet.
Remember what we found at Caleb Watson's? Maybe we're not looking in the right place. If I had something to hide, I might hide it in an abandoned mill.
Stand and fight! Throwing a tantrum, are we?
They brought more friends.
Spectre, going for a meat suit. Get out of there!
Why a mill?
Away from the village. Perfect for his research. Perfect to hide secrets.
He's not out here for pleasure, that's for sure. I feel something close. Peaceful. Like home on a good day. Oh, it's hilly, mine. He felt like playing with the lambs. Blair preferred to feed them. And I was too busy dreaming.
And you?
Oh, I cooked them for dinner. The lambs, I mean. Oh, the girls were furious.
Yes, but they weren't hungry. This spectral nest needs to be cleansed.
Corrito Skal.
I'm right here, you know. Careful!
Not strong enough. A wee Highland kiss for you. Reinforcements!
Did we miss a few?
It's about to shoot.
Great! More fun.
Get the hell out of there! Blasted pest!
Why do I get the feeling that we're sick ducks? I think I'm under threat.
Divert your focus. The veil shields this one. Look out!
I think I'm under threat.
I'm right here. I can help.
Is that the sound of a corpse cocking its gun?
Leave it to me. Look to me.
It's about to shoot.
the sound of a corpse cocking its gun.
You're on your own here, Red.
It's about...
It's certainly going well.
Watch out! Almost there.
Good God, you're tougher than a gadfly.
Can I join in too? Take care. The place is warded. Not now.
Bastard.
This is locked from the other side. Watch out! Spectre, this isn't over yet.
Have a bit of this.
What should we expect up there?
A gateway to the mythical Aralu, whatever that is. Otherwise, terrible tragedy, dark doings, sick secrets, and a wild guess. Shall we?
It's locked. There must be a key.
Afraid to take a wee punch, are you?
Take care. The place is warded. Beware. Ask for help if you need it.
Think we've missed it. Stay down.
There's a path there. Let me.
Is that the sound of a corpse cocking its gun?
Destroy those ghost wards if you want me back. I am warded. I cannot.
Looks derelict. Is he really inside?
Sorry, not this time. Thank you.
Anytime. Not to make you angry. Oh there! I feel a draft.
From the invisible.
Guess we're not going that way.
There should be a way up here. What hides here in the dark? Come out, come out.
This relay lad seems dangerous.
His apprentice seems to be following him down the same path. More ghost wards. Someone was being extra careful.
He doesn't speak well of his dad.
He thought he was better. That's not a particularly difficult task, in fairness.
Is this one familiar to you?
Yes. In this book, you'll find the ritual of the Lesser Palingenesis.
I guess no one warned Lammy that grimy reincarnation rituals were not without risk. Looks like Lammy was trying his hand at translating the ritual into common English.
This is poor work, as we suspected. No wonder the ritual he spawned for Caleb from those botched words of power went wrong.
We need to get to the top floor. Bet we'll find something.
Red, come look.
It's just a lift. Why is this mechanism so complex? That book, again.
The Agrippa. That's not good. Not good at all.
What level of not good are we talking about exactly?
This book promises eternal life, but the promise is a trap. Let's hope it hasn't been used.
Should be useful.
More magic muckery. Not necromancy, though. He tried to hide his presence from something dangerous. Something related to the Agrippa.
The lift should work now. Polis is more serious than we thought. I'm apprehensive, and not just because we're going underground.
We'll be careful. We don't know what Lammy was up to, and the signs are not encouraging.
You know, I could get to like it underground. The darkness, the gloom, the cool air.
Really?
No, not really. Not at all. Can I pass these weeds? Hell's balls. Another sorrow used as a guardian.
Focus on the pillars around us. One down. Now the others. Eyes peeled. Careful! Time to release these poor souls.
That was filthy. When all this is over, I might retire.
You'd miss it. You know you would. Here, I found something. Dead animals, again. Different symbols and magic. Seems they were used as bait. Is this how we got through the Sorrow's vigilance? I know.
Piss off!
These webbings are too thick. We won't get through. I can't seem to get a good grasp on the spectral fabric.
So, here we are.
I suppose now we step into the void.
Suppose we do. Dark rituals, void breach, general weirdness. I can't be far.